What would happen if you can read the other person's mind when you're doing business with them? Think about if you're sitting across the table from a girl you like, you want to kind of date them, and maybe you're thinking about giving them the ring and proposing to them and getting married. Do you want to know what they're thinking about? They're thinking about 5 things. What if you're sitting in a business room and you're negotiating a deal with somebody else? It's a big high-stakes meeting. If you could think what they're thinking about, how much advantage would you have over that sit down with that business deal, the person you want to have a serious relationship with? It would be massive. Today I'm going to share with you 5 things everybody is thinking about when they're doing any kind of business dealings with you or a relationship with you. If you get value out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. So, let me set the tone. You're in a conference room. This meeting you've been preparing for a month. It's a massive deal. You close the deal. It's the biggest deal of your lifetime. You're raising 10 million bucks. You're selling $1 million house. You've never made this kind of money before. Or you're about to sell your business for $100 million. What do you do and how do you approach the meeting? You have this girl you've been with for a year and a half. It's at a point that you want to propose. Should you not? What are 5 things you're thinking and they're thinking? These are the 5 things. Number 1, no matter what setting it is, that person is sitting there asking themselves what your motives are. So what is motive? They want to know what's his motive. Does he just want to date me? Does he just want to have me as a girlfriend? Does he want to become my husband? Does he want to marry me? What does she want from me? Does she just want to be with me for money? What motives do I have, right? Business. What's his motive of being here? Is he just trying to sell us one product? Is he just trying to be a partner with us? Is he trying to be a true partner with us? What's his motive? Number 2 is concerns. What concerns do they have? What concerns do you have? So for example, my concerns are, she may be saying, I don't think he and my dad are going to get along, and I think that's going to be conflict forever. I don't know if he wants to have kids. I don't know if she wants to have kids. I don't know if she, how many boyfriends did she have in the past? How many guys has she been with? What has he done in the past? Is he somebody that's going to make money? Is he a worker? Is he going to be good to me? I don't know. Concerns, business. Is this going to be a good partner if we do a 50-50 deal? What if 5 years later he stops working? What's going to happen with that? What concerns do you have, right? 3, fears. There's fears. Man, the fear is, they went through a divorce. His parents went through a divorce. My parents have been together for 32 years. They want to marry somebody whose parents went through a divorce. What if he does the same thing his dad did? What if she does the same thing her mom did? That's a big fear. I don't want to deal with that. What if all of a sudden she finds that I have money and she divorced and she wants to take all my money from me? What am I going to do there? That's a fear. Business. What if we do a deal with this guy? He tells me he's making 6 million a year profits, but he's not. He's lying to us. What do we do about that fear? How are we going to handle the situation here? What if we give this guy $20 million for 50% of his company and then he doesn't work the next day? I'm afraid he may stop working right after we pay him $20 million. He's never had that kind of money before. He's made a little bit of money, but he's never made $20 million before. I'm a little bit afraid. What if I promote this guy and all of a sudden he was a good producer, but he's not a good manager? I'm afraid if we promote him, he may not be a manager. So far, motives, concerns, fears. Let's go to the 4th one. Assumptions. They make assumptions about you. You make assumptions about them. I think here's what he's going to do. My assumption is he's probably going to be like that. My assumption is, his background, he's Middle Eastern, he's going to be like this. My assumption is this is another insurance person I'm dealing with. My assumption is this guy's going to take my money and run. My assumption is this. So make a list of assumptions he, she, the business partner, everybody is making. And then last but not least is the ask. What is his ask? What is her ask? Will you marry me? Will you be my wife? Will you invest $10 million into us? Will you accept this job offer we're making to you? Will you hire me? Will you give me this responsibility? Will you go into this partnership with me? Will you invest $10 million with us? Will you become our client at, XYZ financial firm? Asks, the ask that they make. So now watch. Say if I'm sitting down with a girl that I'm thinking about proposing, I'm going to make a list of all my concerns, all her concerns. All my fears, all her fears. All my motives, all her motives. All my assumptions, all her assumptions. All my asks, all her asks. Business meeting, the same. Then imagine if you said, yesterday we had a massive, heavy meeting. You were in the room yesterday when we had this meeting. One of the heaviest meetings of the year. And the meeting was probably going to be a 2-hour meeting. Instead of being a 2-hour meeting, it just went into it, and one by one, all those 5 things were hit. Concerns, fears, motives, assumptions, and asks. and a 2-hour meeting turned into a 30-minute meeting, I said, I don't know if we have anything to talk about. Because this is emotion, this is logic. You came here and apologized, I'm fully with you. But let me tell you logically where we at. Boom, 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 boom. What do you want to do about it? We take full ownership. Great. Come back on Friday, tell us what you want to do, because this is what our ask is. And it's a black and white ask. We could have been assholes, but we made a reasonable ask. Day after tomorrow to give us an answer. So you're doing a deal, and you sit down and say, John, if you don't mind, I'd like to take the lead in this meeting here and kind of go through some of the things that we have to cover. Sure. So, I'm sitting here thinking about what you're worried about and what your concerns may be and what our concerns may be. Our concerns are that you like the money that's being made, but we're concerned whether you see this as a partnership or not. Your concern may be, if we take this partnership to the next level, are they still going to pay attention to the quality of the business? I don't know. That may be your concern. I would be concerned about that as well. Our fear is if we give you exclusivity, then we may lose business from somebody else that could come to us, and you may not improve your product line anymore. You may just be so comfortable with us. So we're afraid that if we give you exclusivity, then your product line is not going to improve the next 3 to 5 years, but we signed a 3-5-year exclusivity with you. Your fear may be if you produce 4 products for me, and you spend $6 billion designing these products, maybe I'm not going to sell them. It's going to be a waste of your money. Our assumptions are that you actually like this partnership, it's profitable for you. You're probably assuming for us the same thing as well. But there is certain concerns that there's there, and your motive is XYZ, and your motive is to grow your base because next year you got big numbers that you want to do, you kind of need us. And our motive is we need a product that's moving fast, and so we need you. So our ask is the following. We would like you to increase our comp plan that we have right now from 130% to 150% and add another $20 million of commission to us in return for that ask that we have for you. Am I pretty much on the same page here on what we're thinking and what you're thinking, or did I miss anything? And in general, they'll say, no, I think that's pretty spot on. Okay, do you have any questions? Well, let's kind of go through the process together. And then it's like, oh, we have nothing, and then the deal is done, okay? But in order for this to be done properly, you have to put a lot of effort into knowing both sides' motives. You can't wing it here. Knowing both sides' concerns and fears and assumptions and making your ask. If you don't know those 4, you cannot make the ask. Make sense? That's what I mean. And moving forward, at the Vol Conference, I gave this perspective to all the CEOs. The entire event, everyone said, what's your biggest takeaway? The 5 things. That's all I'm thinking about right now. If you add this in your phone, and moving forward the next 30 days, in every conversation you have with everybody, you think about those 5 things, look how much more it'll decrease the amount of conflicts you're having with people because you're thinking about what? Those 5 things. So if you got value out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions for me about topics like this, you want to go a little bit deeper, Connect me. My Connect QR code is going to be right here as well as in the description. And there's another video I did 6 or 7 years ago. It talks about how 8 ways to improve conflicts. If you want to watch that, click on a link above as well. You'll be able to watch that video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye, bye-bye.